summer wind came blowing in from across the sea.
Hey guys, it's Jonah here. We're going to do something different today. We're going to do a wine, which I don't usually do. Although I have done a wine kit in the past, just for the misses, you know. We're going to do Wow today. Well, it's called Wow, W-O-W, or Wurzels orange wine. And I tried to do some research and find out who the hell Wurzel is, and does he just live down in the country in haystacks with a piece of straw coming out of his mouth going "War"? And was he fed up of turbo cider, so he decided to do wine? I don't know. I didn't get very far, to be honest. But you'll find a lot of the home brewing forums in the UK referring to this recipe as in the turbo cider of wine, because it's really, really easy to do. Anyway, let's have a look down here at the ingredients. So, where are we? There we go. That's better, isn't it? Kind of. Okay, so what have we got? Well, we've got the instructions fresh from the internet. Yes, I rely on paper. I don't have an iPad or equivalent, unfortunately. Although I'm thinking about getting one. I don't have one at the moment. So, because it's a wine, we're using grape juice. This one is from concentrate, but it is 100% pure grape juice. And it's red grape juice because I want to try and do a rosé version of this wine. Orange wine wouldn't be orange without orange juice, so we're going to use that. Because it's a turbo, I'm going to put some sugar in. Got 500 grams of sugar here. I'm going to add a little bit more from what I've got in stock. The recipe itself calls for 750. I think I'm going to go a bit low. I'm going to go maybe 700, because I know you can get up to about 14%, and I don't want it that high. I want it sort of 12, maybe 13. Hey, what am I saying? It's Jonah here. Why am I saying I don't want a massively alcoholic wine for a change? Okay, then we've got a yeasties. Obviously this one has got the nutrient in. If you can't get this, buy a wine yeast and a separate nutrient. And because we're using orange juice, it might have some bits in. The grape juice probably won't. We're going to use some pectolose. Pectolosings. This one I got from the homebrew shop a long time ago. But hey, it works. The only other thing that we need to add is my Liechtenstein mug, which has got a strong cup of tea in it. So we're going to use some tea as well. So they're the ingredients. Also, we're going to need a demijohn and an airlock, but those two are sanitizing. We'll see those in the next part. The one thing I left out of the recipe is a teaspoon of glycerin, and there is a good reason for using it. It's meant to help with the mouthfeel and that kind of stuff. The reason why I didn't put it in was because I was in the supermarket with the missus, and I don't know about these kind of things. She likes doing a lot of baking and stuff, so she knows where these things can be found. And when I told her what I was going to do with it, she went mental. She went, "Oh, glycerin, it's like monosodium glutamate. Why are you polluting your body with that shit? All the biscuits and these cake companies put it in just because it sticks to your mouth and all this kind of stuff." She was really leery about glycerin. So I said, "Okay, my love, I'll do what you say. I won't put it in, and we'll see what she makes of this this wine. If she hates it, I might have some ammunition to get back at her, saying, well, hey, we left out the glycerin." But anyway, my recipe doesn't contain glycerin. Okay? Okay guys, so I gave in. I decided to put 750 grams of sugar in. But what I've done is, I had some Demerara sugar cubes, which I thought would be good for priming sugar, but I had a problem that they didn't fit through through the neck of the bottles that I were using, so I thought I'd bung them in. So I've got, if you can see here, I've got roughly 250 grams of Demerara sugar cubes, and then over here I've got a pan with some water in that I'm boiling, and I'm going to add the sugar, both this and the granulated sugar, to the pan and mix it up so we've got a sugar solution. Why am I doing that? Well, it actually says in the recipe that it's a good idea to use this sugar solution, and in the past I've kind of thought, well, you know, it's difficult mixing up the sugars inside your demijohn, so this is going to be perfect. Yeah. The only downside is you're going to be dealing with a lot of hot stuff, and obviously glass doesn't like hot stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the juice in first, then we're going to put the sugar solution in second. And if I get everything lined up, that's going to basically take a lot of the heat out of the solution. Don't dribble it down the side of the demijohn. I'm going to use a funnel, and hopefully it will go straight down through the funnel, bang, straight into the other liquid that's in there. Fingers crossed. My demijohn cracks and blows up, you'll know why. I should have left it on the side, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so we'll see what that looks like. While we're waiting for other things to happen, I think we should make a cup of strong tea. And this is a guide, Jonna's guide of how to do it. You might say, why are you teaching us how to make a cup of tea? You wait till you see what I'm going to do and you'll think, wow, never thought about that before. It is genius. If you work for a company who are very, very stingy, this will be amazingly quick for you. If you want to make a round of teas in super fast time, oh yeah, watch this. Okay, so guess what? We need a teacup. We've got our nice Liechtenstein pop art one. We've got some tea. These are round tea bags, but it doesn't really make much difference. Okay, kettle's just boiled, which is over here. I'm using a DeLonghi one, but it doesn't matter. Now, you pour some water in, but you only pour a very, very small amount of water in. Have a look, hardly any at all. Now this is where things get good. You swirl it. Yeah, I usually go anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, depending which side of the pond you are, and then I'll change and go clockwise. Yeah, so all I'm doing is swirling the tea around a little bit. Yeah, now have a look in there. That is now super strong espresso like tea. All I have to do is top up a bit more water. For what I'm doing, I only need half a cup. Yeah, have a look at that. Super strong tea brewed in about 30 seconds. Now, tell me, is that not genius? Yeah, imagine you have to do a round of teas in your workplace, 10 teas. If you do that, it will take ages and ages, unless of course you've got a teapot. But then my company is too stingy to even buy us a teapot. Wow, look at that stuff. That is unbelievably nice looking. And that is Demerara sugar mixed with normal sugar. And look, it's totally clear. And it's very much a liquid. It's not like a syrup at all. So that, Mr. Wurzel, is absolute genius. I suppose we'd better start putting stuff into the demijohn. Right, let's do that. Okay, so we've got our demijohn here. Still got a little bit of star sand, I don't know if you can see in the neck. What we need to do next is to put these 2 cans of juice and this cup of tea, which is super rude, into the demijohn. But I don't need to show you that, do I? Do I? Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it the speeded up version. There we go, all done. Now, a bit of health and safety now. Mrs. Jonah doesn't like me spilling sticky things onto the floor, which includes, unfortunately, that sugar solution that we've got there. So what I'm going to do is do it off camera, and it will be like magic, because that demijohn will go from this level and finish here. Wow, that's good. If only brewing were that easy. It really is. Now, this is the point when I'd usually take a gravity reading, but I think you can see that I've left a big gap here, and it definitely says to do that, because this stuff gets really volcanic, whoosh, and it starts coming out of the top and all that kind of stuff. I don't really want that, so I'm going to leave it really short and be safe, knowing that this is going to be somewhere around 12 to 13%. It's going to be wine strength. Do I need to know exactly how strong it is? No, I don't really care, to be honest, as long as it's got alcohol in. So I'm going to put some stuff in. This is a sanitized half teaspoon, my famous one. The reason why I use a half teaspoon is because the neck is quite narrow. Half teaspoon goes in better. So I'm going to add 2 half teaspoons of the peps. Yeah. Oh, I've got a big lumpy bit here. Yep, there's 1. And there's 2. Well, what else do I need? I need some yeast nutrient. As I said at the beginning, this is Richie's. This is a mix of the two. Yeah. You can buy them separate, but I like this one. So we're going to give it a bit of a mix, because it never kind of gets mixed up. We're going to add 2 half teaspoons, or equivalent of 1 teaspoon of yeast and nutrient. Okay, that is more or less it. But there are a couple of other things we have to do. Take a sterilised stopper. This one is a completely sealed one. Why am I doing this? Well, we need to give the yeast the best start it can get in life, and that involves shaking this stuff. Give it a good old shake. Yeah, release the pressure a bit, and then I'm going to give it a bit more of a shake. Yeah, baby. Shake, rattle and roll. Yeah, baby. Done with that now. Then we're going to take our airlock, which has been setting in some Star San all the time, and it has got, you can see, that is Star San 2. I like using Star San in my airlocks. I don't know why. Engage me lock. I'm going to wait and see how this bad boy is doing over the next few days, and hopefully we'll have a tasting video very soon. Cheers, guys.